Welcome back to Hollywood Updates Now. Today, we uncover one of the most passionate and most tragic love stories in Hollywood history. A romance that turned an unknown actress into an Oscar-winning superstar, but slowly trapped her in control, obsession, and heartbreak. This is the story of Jennifer Jones and David O. Selznick, a love affair that built a star, and may have quietly destroyed her freedom. The affair between Jennifer Jones and David O. Selznick is one of the most infamous and tragic romances in Hollywood history. A passionate entanglement that launched an unknown actress to Oscar-winning stardom, yet ultimately ensnared her in dependency, limited her artistic freedom, and contributed to the premature fading of what could have been a longer, more independent career. Often described as a real-life echo of Selznick's own film, or a star glamour. Bonamaring awarding Nabersarin, 1937. The relationship elevated Jones while simultaneously dimming her light through control, obsession, and professional missteps. Early life and discovery. Jennifer Jones was born Phyllis Lee Isley on March 2nd, 1919, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Raised in a modest family, her parents owned a traveling tent show. She showed early interest in performing. After attending Northwestern University briefly, she enrolled at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. There, she met and married fellow student Robert Walker in 1939. The couple had two sons, Robert Jr., who later became an actor, and Michael. Under her birth name Phyllis Isley, sometimes spelled Phyllis, she made minor film appearances in low-budget serials like Dick Tracy's G-Men, 1939, and New Frontier, 1939, with John Wayne. But these roles led nowhere. In 1941, desperate for a break, she auditioned for producer David O. Selznick in New York. Selznick, then 39, already legendary for Gone with the Wind, 1939, and Rebecca, 1940, was immediately struck by her beauty, vulnerability, and raw potential. Though she didn't win the part she sought, Selznick offered her a 7-year contract with his independent production company. He renamed her Jennifer Jones, enrolled her in intensive training, acting coaches, diction, etiquette, and began shaping her image as an ethereal, innocent ingenue. Selznick, married to Irene Mayer, daughter of MGM's Louis B. Mayer, and father to two sons, saw Jones as his next great discovery. He loaned her to 20th Century Fox for The Song of Bernadette, 1943, where she played the young French peasant girl who visions the Virgin Mary. Directed by Henry King, the film was a massive critical and commercial success, earning 12 Oscar nominations and winning 4, including Best Actress for Jones on her 25th birthday. The win catapulted her to instant fame. The affair ignites. By the time Bernadette was in production, a romantic relationship had begun between Jones and Selznick, despite both being married. Jones, a devout Catholic, was tormented by guilt. Selznick, approaching midlife, viewed the liaison as a grand, all-consuming passion. The affair became an open secret at Selznick International Pictures. Staff reportedly witnessed intimate moments in cars on the lot. The personal fallout was devastating. Jones separated from Walker in late 1943 and filed for divorce in 1945, finalized that year. Selznick separated from Irene in 1945 and divorced her in 1949. Walker, devastated, spiraled into alcoholism and mental health struggles. He died tragically in 1951 at age 32 from an accidental overdose of sedatives during treatment. Jones and Selznick finally married on July 13, 1949, aboard a yacht off the Italian coast. They had one daughter, Mary Jennifer, born in 1954, who tragically died by suicide in 1976. Professional peak and Selznick's control. Initially, the relationship supercharged Jones's career. Selznick cast her in high-profile vehicles that showcased her range. Since You Went Away, 1944, a sweeping wartime home-front epic opposite Claudette Colbert and, painfully, her soon-to-be ex-husband, Walker. Jones earned a Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination. Love Letters, 1945, a romantic drama with Joseph Cotten, another Best Actress nomination. Duel in the Sun, 1946, Selznick's ambitious, over-the-top Western, nicknamed Lust in the Dust, where Jones played the fiery, mixed-race temptress Pearl Chavez opposite Gregory Peck. It was a box office hit, despite controversy over its sensuality, earning her a third consecutive Best Actress nomination. Other notable films included Portrait of Jenny, 1948, a fantastical romance reflecting Selznick's obsession. Jones ages from child to adult in the story. Madame Bovary, 1949, directed by Vincente Minnelli, and Ruby Gentry, 1952, with Charlton Heston. Jones received 5 Oscar nominations total in the 1940s to 1950s, a remarkable feat. Yet Selznick's influence grew stifling. A perfectionist and micromanager, he dictated roles, rejected offers. She reportedly turned down Laura due to his interference, clashed with directors, and prioritized projects that fit his romantic fantasies. Often woman's pictures, blending innocence and sensuality. Jones became less an independent star and more Selznick's muse and wife. Her public persona swung between pious Bernadette and sultry Pearl Chavez, but always under his control. The decline. Selznick's own career was waning. Independent production struggled against the studio system. His films ballooned in cost and often underperformed. Financial woes mounted. Jones's momentum slowed. Beat the Devil, 1953. John Huston's quirky comedy with Humphrey Bogart. Fun, but not a hit. Terminal Station, also Indiscretion of an American Wife, 1953. Vittorio De Sica's drama, Mixed Reception. Love is a Many-Splendored Thing, 1955. A hit interracial romance, Jones in Yellowface as a Eurasian doctor, earning her 5th Oscar nomination. The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit, 1956. Solid, but not standout. A Farewell to Arms, 1957. Selznick's lavish Hemingway adaptation opposite Rock Hudson, overproduced, meddled in, and a critical/commercial flop. Tender is the Night, 1962. Another Selznick-directed Fitzgerald adaptation. Poorly received, with Jones seen as miscast or aged out of roles. By the late 1950s, Jones's opportunities dwindled. Selznick's declining power isolated her. Other studios hesitated due to his reputation for interference. She appeared in few films post-1962. The Idol, 1966, Angel, Down We Go, 1969, and a late return in the disaster blockbuster The Towering Inferno, 1974, earning a Golden Globe nomination for Supporting Actress. Selznick died of a heart attack in 1965 at 63, leaving Jones unmoored. She attempted suicide in 1967 amid grief. In 1971, she married industrialist Norton Simon and largely retired, focusing on art philanthropy through the Jennifer Jones Simon Foundation for Mental Health and Education. She passed away in 2009 at 90. Legacy, elevation, and entrapment. The affair propelled Jennifer Jones from obscurity to Oscar glory, but Selznick's obsessive control, professional micromanagement, role selection, and emotional dependency restricted her independence and range. As his influence faded, so did hers. What might have been a versatile, decades-long career became tied to his waning empire. In Hollywood's ruthless ecosystem, love and power intertwined to create a star while quietly destroying her autonomy. Jones remains remembered for luminous performances in a handful of classics, yet the story of her romance with Selznick serves as a cautionary tale. The same force that builds a legend can also confine it. Some love stories create stars, others leave lasting scars. Jennifer Jones's story is a reminder that fame and love can shine brightly, but sometimes at a very heavy cost. Thank you for watching Hollywood Updates Now. We'll see you in the next story.